Hey, this is Mark Reardon, and it's another edition of
He Said,
She Said. My topic this week was going to be Jane's shirt with flamingos on it. But
it's a great shirt.
Again, we would perhaps have a debate about that, but let's talk about what happened this week in Ferguson, and in particular with the Oath Keepers. Are you a member of the Oath Keepers by any chance?
No, and I think, I don't understand the beauty of going up with your assault rifles on your chest, going up to Ferguson to stir the pot.
I think it's called protecting the businesses from looters.
Yeah, but they weren't in front of the stores. They were walking the streets, and to me, it was an attempt to sort of antagonize as opposed to helping.
Really, because those protesters needed to be antagonized to do what they've done throughout the course of the thing. Like the I-70 protest where the protesters punched the woman through
completely
the van.
Wrong.
My
Absolutely.
point here is you got these boneheads out there like D. Ray McKesson, this outsider who is a blank disturber, as I call him, and he's all over CNN, which is ridiculous, and he's complaining, and Maria Chappelle-Nadal, a state senator also, they're complaining about the Oath Keepers being white supremacists, these white guys out there with guns, and they're treated differently. Well, here's the difference, ladies and gentlemen, and Jane, you know this. They're not shooting at the cops or anyone else.
But the problem is what is their purpose? If the protesters walked around with guns, people would freak out. Let's face it. I mean, and we all know that. And so they're really solely up there to stir the pot. And is that necessary? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Do I think they have a legal right? Absolutely. Should they? Absolutely not.
And Chief Belmar agrees with you, right? Yes. The stated purpose is to protect the businesses, and I think if the protesters felt that their lives were in danger, and if they in fact were out there, like my friend Antonio French, who was being so nice to the protesters, and he let them seek refuge, and then he had his iPad and other things stolen. So that was, a move on his part with good intentions.
I think we have a very competent police chief, and the police department who have learned a lot of lessons and are doing well on security up there. I think we leave it to the professionals.
Okay, all right. Well, and the flamingos, no.
Another episode with Jane Dueker and Mark Reardon on He Said,
She Said.